Listen, Charles Conwell put on a hell of a performance yesterday. I felt as though it was worth highlighting because he had been on the show for some time. For one, and two, I think he's 27 now, so he's getting up there. But he is disgusting. You know what I mean? He put on a clinic last night, and honestly, I think the 154-pound division is getting interesting when it comes to even the young guys. You know what I mean? All um, the young dudes in the weight class are super nasty, but especially right if Jerron moves up, it's like kind of a weird spot because a lot of the guys will have their man strength, they're dangerous, right? But you got the Madrimovs, you got Jerron Boots might move up. Uh, Charles Conwell is destroying people, and I want to see him versus a Madrimov will be fire because they both have established amateur pedigree for one, and two, it would be great to see him compete at a high level because his resume is already thorough. He's fought in a bunch of undefeated fighters. I think he's 20 and 0, 21 and 0 now. And he's fought a bunch of undefeated fighters. He has a very solid amateur background, right? So does Madrimov. Madrimov is a weird like a really weird herky jerky style, very explosive, very patient, very dangerous. You got Charles Conwell's very compact, very disciplined, keeps his hands up, works in tight. You know what I mean? And he swings with conviction. He can get you up out of there if you're not careful. If you let him work, he doesn't stop. I mean, not to mention he has actually taken another he took a life in the ring already, and he hasn't even had the opportunity to compete for the belt yet. He had some promotional issues, and to be honest, if you sign the Golden Boy, man, they don't treat the brothers very good over there. You know what I'm saying? But no, Charles Conwell is disgusting. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show how his last fade went. This was just last night. I was watching this. I was like, ugh, got busy.
Left it, Conwell. Oh, yeah. Look at him. Vergara doesn't know where he is. He's staggering around the ring. Got clipped again. Conwell finish him, maybe.
He had to stop that. But hey, he's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? He applies pressure. He's patient, but he's always there and he keeps them hands up. He has good defense, good upper body movement, good rhythm. He's shown that he's at the point where he's above the level of competition he's been fighting at. I think he should take a shot at fighting one of those bigger guys. But on the other hand, 154, we got Amari Jones, who he's fighting under Devin Haney's promotion. And he was supposed to have a fight recently. I think it was December 7th. He was supposed to fight, and I think it was in France, but it got canceled for I forgot exactly what happened. But Amari Jones is another person to keep an eye on. He's very aggressive, but he's patient. He plays defensively sound, and the people that he's fighting, obviously, they're not up there as far as talent goes. But I think that he can make some noise in the division. I don't know. He's not ready to fight somebody like a Madrimal or anything like that. He doesn't have that type of experience. He doesn't have a super deep amateur pedigree, but he's learning on the job and he's learning quickly. And he's sparring against former champion. He's sparring with Dev. He's getting really great sparring. He's kind of in the same boat as a David Benavidez, where he's a fighter and he's a boxer's worst nightmare for the most part. He's a boxer puncher though, just like David Benavidez is. But he's not as quick with his hands necessarily as far as the speed goes, but he's very accurate. And when he does land, it's devastating. And he always makes sure to keep them hands up and get out of the way whenever he's letting his hands go. This is just his last fight.
Action going. Could this be the round? See, once he gets him on the ropes with that southpaw stance. Jones, and that's it. Tom Taylor seated up. And Amari Jones in front of his home crowd picks up knockout number 10.
He's coming out of Oakland, California, Northern California, which is, you don't really see too many fighters coming out of the Bay right now other than Devin Haney. So them two together, I think, can make some noise in their respective divisions. I think that, and Charles Conn was coming out of the Midwest. The Midwest, Ohio in particular, bro, they're going crazy in this boxing shit right now, especially on the pros, on the prospect tip, because you got Abdullah Mason, you got the noise that Jake Paul. See, I think that Jake Paul in that situation could help somebody like Charles Conwell because even with a little bit of recognition. If he's, I don't know if he sees his fights. I have no idea what he's paying attention to. But if Charles Conwell could get on one of those big cards, you know what I mean? He could get some of that vision that he needs, and that can help propel his career because, like I said, he is 27. I don't know how old Amari Jones is. He might be like 24, 25. He could be younger than that. He could be, I'm not exactly sure. But now those two dudes are, those are two guys I think people should pay more attention to, because truthfully, when I see them fight, they pass the eye test. Charles Conwell, it's hard. A lot of people don't know him because he have gone through some promotional issues, and Amari Jones, I mean, he's kind of in a weird spot because of Devin doing his lawsuit, and usually he fights on Devin's undercards, so he hasn't really been on a big card in a little bit. But I could see him making some noise right now. You think he's only 13-0? He got 10 knockouts, so he's still working. You know what I mean? He's still working, and he's doing it independently, and I can respect that. And I think, truthfully, the best way to go is to be independent, because you don't have to have so many people digging in your pockets, for one. And two, you can make fights as big as you would like to make them, and you can fight undefeated. You can fight and match make however you feel as though you need to match make. So you could really carefully craft your career that way, but you just can't be a no dummy when you go about doing it, because you could end up like some of these people who they set themselves up too soon and end up losing on some dumb shit. You feel me? But anyways, just want to make a video because after the Charles Conwell fight, and made me think about the young up and comers out of 154, and these two guys I think don't get enough recognition for their work, because they do good work. You know what I mean? They do good work. I should go and we'll promote them a little bit more, but we'll see when they fight again, and I'll make sure to talk about their fades and things like that. You know what I mean? But cover them a lot more closely. With that being said, y'all be cool, man. I'm gone.